Emotions, traits of great former athletes. What's up, guys? Marty here. Welcome to another edition of 101 Insider Energy and Weight Loss Tips. And today, I was thinking, I was remembering back to my last year of teaching, and I had a colleague, a fellow teacher. He walked into the teacher's lounge. Actually, it wasn't even the teacher's lounge. It was the coach's office. We were sitting back there, sort of having our morning coffee, getting ready to go. It was Christmas. It was one of the last few days of Christmas break. Exams were going on, and he walked in, and he was like all disheveled looking. His hair was messed up, shirt was untucked, and he was, pretty hefty guy himself, kind of low energy. And I asked, it's like, how are you today? He's like, I'm running off of coffee and hate. And we laughed about that literally like the rest of the year, made a big thing about it. But it reminded me of something that's super important that I wanted to share with you guys, and that is the fact that emotions are fuel. Emotions get you into action, but you got to remember to act on logic. And if you start using negative fuel too liberally, negative fuel is not sustainable. So I got to thinking about just hate in general, and let me share these tips with you about hate. So tip number one, check yourself whenever you say, I hate blank, because there's only two basic emotions, love and fear. And if you had to take a guess, what would hate be under, love or fear? That's right, fear. So once you identify that every time you say, I hate being sore, I hate whatever it is, you're saying, I'm afraid of being sore. So ask yourself why you're afraid of whatever the thing is you just stated that you hate, and it'll lead you to some revelations. Tip number two, then you're going to have to reframe the hate. So I mentioned, like, a lot of people are like, I hate being sore, and a lot of people on day number 2 of the year, like, if you're somebody who was like, I'm going to crush my New Year's goals this time, and you ran yourself into the dirt yesterday, you went way too hard, and you woke up this morning, you're like, God, I hate being sore. And to you, sore means that, you're afraid of it because it makes you feel weak. But if you actually reframe that as love of progress instead, it would keep you moving forward. It would keep you in momentum and crushing the goals for the long term. And tip number 3 about hate, there will always be haters, outside hate, and they will be loud, but they are also afraid. They're afraid of you outdoing them. They're afraid of being left behind. They're afraid of a whole bunch of things, and that's why they're so loud. So don't let it drag you into the hate trap. And so here are the big takeaways here. Hate is just fear in disguise. And the big idea here is that you can thrive at your ideal body weight without having to hate every single thing that you do. All it takes is a simple reframe, and you're going to be loving what you do and making progress faster than you ever dreamed possible. So if you're somebody who's sincere about really wanting to make this work for you and be one of the first ones to join our group at Energy and Weight Loss Jumpstart, so you can swiftly get back into shape and reclaim your former glory as an athlete, go ahead and jump in there now. I'm going to do something cool at kickboxing class today and record some stuff. I'll have a Q&A in there tomorrow, and on Monday, I'm going to be coming out with the first part of the masterclass. It's going to be super cool. Only people that are in that group are going to see it, and it's going to be absolutely for free, and you better get in there. So, with that being said, I'll see you guys next time, and remember, you are one upgrade away.